Good morning, Keller Williams, and welcome back to the Katy Command 66-Day Challenge CommandMC mini-series. So lately we've been talking about the recruit pipeline, and today we're going to talk about how to add recruits to that actual pipeline inside of CommandMC. So let's go into CommandMC. We're going to open our recruits applet. By default, we're going to be taken into the recruiting pipeline. So we've got a couple of options when adding people to the pipeline. First of all, if you have somebody walk in or you have a great appointment and you want to go ahead and put them in directly into the pipeline from the recruiting pipeline tab, you can do that by just clicking on Add Recruit. And then you would put in all the necessary information. Now, in order to add them to your pipeline, you are going to have to designate them as a R1 or R2, Red 1 or Red 2. Once you've done that, then you'll see that you have the ability to then check the box next to Add Recruit to Pipeline, and then you can select which one of the phases and which one of the stages of that phase that you want to drop that recruit into. So that's option number one, is add them manually from within the Recruiting Pipeline tab. Option number two is essentially the same exact thing. If you are in the Recruit Management tab, manually adding a recruit, you can do the exact same thing. It's the exact same pop-up. So you would just designate them as R1 or R2, add them to the pipeline, and that's the way you would bring them in manually from the Recruit Management tool. If you are looking to move somebody who is already in the Recruit Management tool into the pipeline, you would just scroll over to the far right. You'll see there are three dots next to this recruit's name, and I can click on those dots and then choose Add to Pipeline. Now from there, it's going to show me what I've already decided as them being a Red 1. I can change that if for any reason maybe I've been tracking their production for a while and now they have moved up to Red 2. And then from there, I would select which phase and which stage that they need to be dropped into. And you can see anytime I choose a phase, then I'll get a list of all of my stages that are available to choose from based upon that phase. So that's sort of option number three, is adding somebody that's already in your recruit management tool to the pipeline. Now, if you are using the CSV import, there is not a way to drop recruits in from the CSV directly into the pipeline. However, when you are using the CSV file, typically those recruits, as long as you have no additional filters added, are going to show up at the top here. So if you bring in maybe 5 recruits that you want to drop into the pipeline, you brought them in on a CSV file, you could come through and just select all of those 5, and then you'll see you do have the ability down here, and we covered this in bulk actions earlier, to click on Add to Pipeline. Now you would have to designate them all as either Red 1 or Red 2, or click them separately, right? Click the 3 R1s, then click the 3 R2s, and then drop them into the phase and stage from there. As a heads up, if you're doing this and they are already in the pipeline, it will not move them. It will leave them where they were originally in the pipeline. So that's kind of the fourth option, is to use the CSV file, then come back to the recruit management, find those ones that you just imported in, and use the bulk Add to Pipeline option. So those are the 4 ways essentially to add a recruit to the pipeline, and that's it for today. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and as always, I look forward to talking to you again real soon.